Good morning friends, Linda here from my fancy homestead. I'm just sitting here this morning and just chilling out and enjoying my cup of tea and just looking around everywhere. It's 6 a.m. and it's lovely here. The birds are chirping, there are no cars, everyone's asleep. It's perfect. I was looking at my strawberries here and you see how they're all leaning that way? Away from the house. That's because they are on the north side. They're literally in the shadow all of the time. So it was fine while it lasted, but I think I need to move them by the side of the house. I'll just put them outside. Hopefully no one steals them because they are in small pots. So it's easily walkable off with. And they will be outside of my gate, but still on my property. So hopefully they'll stay there. But they need more sunlight, which I can't afford to give them here because I don't have enough room. So decisions have been made. We're going and putting them out.
I don't know why, but I always find that early morning is the best time in the world. It just feels like you are completely alone, you have all of the time in the world, and you can do anything you want. The possibilities are endless. I really hope that my strawberries appreciate the new place that they are in and that they don't grow legs. Last year I had pots here and they were chained up with a chain that I did, but this year there's nothing to prevent someone from walking away with my strawberries. Next thing I tackled was this blackberry that just died on me randomly. I don't know why it died. It's making new growth shoots from the bottom of the roots. It might take a couple of years for it to get back to how it was and how large it was, but I think it will get there and I will hopefully be here to see it. It looks so much better when it's done, so much tidier. I managed to weave the canes in and everything is dandy. In the afternoon after my work, I decided to tackle my rose instead of sitting on a couch like a tomato and deciding not to do anything, because I get paralyzed with indecisions and I think I need someone to tell me, get off your bum and just do one thing. Start with one thing. And I got myself starting with doing the rose. And that's how I got myself out of the stump of, I don't know what to do. I think it's because I have too many thoughts in my head at the same time and they're all competing for the things to do. Like, I was thinking about cleaning up the garden, doing the video, that I don't have any ideas about the video, what to do, what to make for lunch, that I needed to do laundry, and that I need to put away the laundry, that the house needs cleaning, the allotment needs tidying, work. It keeps on going and it's on a repeat 24/7, around and round and round. I'm just gonna call it a spicy brain at this point. I couldn't believe how big of a pile ended up coming out of the rose. It just, yeah, look at it. I mean, I know a lot of people will think that this is a waste of time cutting up the branches too small, but I have only one bag and all of these branches need to fit. Because I cut the grass in the garden, my the baskets are taken with the grass and I need to go to the tip, but I need to literally fit all of these in here. See, after you have finished one task, it's a lot easier to just continue on and just push yourself a little bit further, even if you don't want to do anything and you are stressing too much about everything. I need to learn how to become better at pushing myself to do things, because at the moment I'm using Mark to tell me and to get me out of the tizzy spells that I get myself into when I'm overthinking everything.
Hello, I'm back. It's evening now and it is 7:39 in the evening. I've been fretting for the last couple of days and it's been because I don't have any ideas in my head what video to make, and I've been just beating myself up all of the time and thinking I don't have enough content, I don't have anything to show you. And then this morning I just started stress cleaning because anxiety reached such a high point that I was not coping really well with anything. So I've stress cleaned everything in the garden. Well, not everything, there's so much to do, but like little bits. I have cut the grass, I have tidied my rows, I have tidied the beds, I took out the blackberry that was like dead in the morning, and yeah, I've been doing little bits all day long, and I think that accounts for something as well, right? So I'm gonna take you around my garden and show you how it looks, and I really like it, and it's just my little happy place. Everything's like bursting up and bubbling up, and it's just so cute. So no grand ideas, nothing major today. It's just me walking around the garden and talking with you guys about it because I'm too stressed to think about anything else. So this is Athos, my bush cherry. And what happened when it was budding and when the leaves were just coming out, I did a slug run in the night and this was covered in slugs. It's just recovering and starting to show little signs of having some leaves, but everything got eaten, which is kind of sad. And my apple is actually set fruit. There's my little apple, isn't he cute? And there's spiders on it. There's a lot more up there, if you can see them, which is nice. My broken heart, I got it in the clearance about 4 years ago for £1, and it's very happy. I got it at the same time I got petunia there, which is great. This looks sad. This was eaten by slugs, all of it. There was supposed to be like lobelias and verbenas and just very pretty, was supposed to be, but it's not. I have interplanted chard, if you can see it. I'll let you see it there, it's the orange one. In between everything else, so that there's some little bit of surprises coming in. There are flowers here, supposed to, but I think they all got eaten by slugs. Have I told you that I have slug problem here? Look at the mashua that I planted here. So I planted it about a week ago, and it's really taken off. I think it really likes there. It's perennial nasturtium, and the tubers are edible, which is really nice. And there's my nasturtiums, variegated. I need to start weaving them into the trellis so that they can climb up. I need to do something with my grapes. Look at them. They're just going. They're going away. And they're gonna start blooming very soon. Like they have buds. Which is great. All of my flowers and all of the plants that I need to put somewhere. There's loads waiting to be put out. I think that this oregano has tripled in size this year alone. It's 2 years old, and look at how big it is. It's massive. So the idea with nasturtiums is that they're gonna climb up these towers and just fill them up. So this looks amazing compared to how it looked this morning, because this morning it had like a lot of dead growth, and so does my rose now. Looks good, and it's blooming. These are my red currants. I think they're a bit confused. They're a bit early. Like, it's mid-May. What are you doing? I don't know. The plant's showing a little bit of stress signs, but I don't know what's wrong with it. Do you? Do you know what's wrong with it? The leaves are going a bit yellow around the edges. If you can tell me, please let me know. My blackcurrant, and then some looks like gooseberries that I didn't know I had there, and my mint. Mint for days. It just keeps going around. It's my side alley. I've never done the video like this. This is cool. I just cleaned this corner. I had a lot of branches in there for the hedgehog to nest and do whatever it wants to do, but I haven't seen it this year, so I cleaned it up for now, and then he can come back later and I will clean that house. There's a little hedgehog house behind it. I know you can't see it, but I built it. I built this hedgehog house like 2-3 years ago, and the entrance is going behind a hosta underneath, and they come in and nest there, which is nice. Another sad loss this year is my plum. It did not even come up. It's dead. Like, all of the buds are dead. If you can see, they're brown. So it died some kind of weird way, and I don't know why. It is really, really sad. What's not sad is that I have little pears behind it. I didn't even know I had them. Oh wow, that's gonna be awesome. Still sad about the plum. But then I have these ones. This is a plum as well, and so is this one. So these two are plums. So basically what happened was that I went to the gym, and next to the gym one day I noticed that there were little yellow balls on the floor, on the ground in the parking lot, and I was like, oh, it's a wild plum. Yes. And it was a wild heritage plum. I don't remember what the name of it is, but it is like from 1800s and from France, and it's been introduced here and it's like escaped, and now it's like everywhere around, which is great because it's gonna come through to the seed, because it's been planting itself for so long. They have little like either yellow or red fruits, but the red ones apparently are very rare, so the yellow ones are more common. So the parking lot had the yellow one. I got a full bag of plums. I was just like, yeah, I'm skipping gym today, and I'm literally picking plums at 5 a.m. in the morning in the parking lot. Not weird at all, right? And then I made really nice jam. I think I got 7 jars out of it. And then I wanted to compost the pits. And to do that, I just dumped them here. You see them here? This is where I dumped the pits. But you see the patch here missing? That is where basically there was like insane amount of little plants, and I didn't remember that I put the pits in there, and I just thought they were weeds or something coming up. So I started to just pluck them out in massive clumps, and then when the last 3 or 4 were there, I remembered that I put the plum pits here, and I was so gutted. So I saved 2 of the babies, and they are in the pots, and they're 2 years old now, but there are more coming up from the pits that came before. Some of them are coming up red, and some of them are coming up green, and I don't know if they are 2 different varieties or it's just like a mutation happening, but I think I'm gonna lift another 2 off just in case the ones in the pot fail. So I have 2 of yellows, 2 of greens and 2 of reds, and hopefully I will have some hedgerow plums in about 7 or 8 years. I am so excited about it. There is a field nearby me where they are trying to plant the trees and reintroduce like the woods, and like, you know, there's a lot of dog walkers and everywhere, and they're trying to put it into a wildlife like reserve. Would it be eco-terrorism if I popped a couple of these ones in there so that they just have some chance to grow? Because they kind of grow in the hedgerows? Would that count bad? I'm not doing it, but maybe it will. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it bad? Should I do it? Should I not do it? Should I just like sprinkle these, like gently pop them in the pots and then just like pop them in the hedgerows randomly around the countryside? I just feel so bad of killing seedlings. There's a little baby tree. I think it's an oak growing in my allotment in one of my beds, and I can't kill it. And I'm thinking I'm just gonna let it go. Not in the allotment, but I'll repot it somewhere else. Give it a chance. I don't know if this shows any success, but our grape, look at it. The one we planted together. Okay, I think one of the branches is dead, but there is one more bud on the other one. And there's a leaf. There are no fruits underneath, so I don't know if it's alive or not, or it's just very, very confused. And with the yellow one, there's a leaf as well. Do you see that? Isn't that cool? I'm super happy about it, and I hopefully they have rooted. I'm not ripping them out, because if they're making little baby roots, I don't want to rip those off. But I am super happy about this. Thank you very much for watching, and please, if you like, subscribe and like. It really helps my channel, and I hope to see you next time. I'm saying goodbye from me and my little garden. Bye friends, see you next time, when I probably will have more ideas of what to do and how to entertain you guys.